Reporting from Howard Jones Field, I'm Emily Nerland with Michelle Phalen for USCFootball.com.
We caught up with Coach Pat Ruel and Jeff Byers to talk about the recent shakeup on the O-line.
There's been a bit of a shakeup on the offensive line. What are you going to have to see out of Christopher O'Dowd before you can slide him back into that starting center spot?
Well, I don't know if you want to call it a shakeup or not. It's a shakeup only in that Christopher O'Dowd was an All Pac-10 performer last year. The shakeup is that we try to get him back too fast, and he's been playing at about 80%, and he's getting into his blocks, but he just wasn't able to sustain a lot of stuff. So what I decided to do is lessen his reps in practice, lessen the reps in the games, and see if I can't get him back to 100%. Because when he's 100%, he's a good player. And right now, until I can get him back to 100%, I'm going to just try to stay with his lineup I've got.
How are you going to know when he's 100%?
Well, some of it you see in practice, but I think it's going to come in the next week or two when we're going to be able to really test it, because I'm going to give this knee a chance to kind of get healthy, get him a chance to rehab it, and then when he starts to strain on blocks and stay with guys, that'll be the first sign that he's ready.
Jeff, you're starting back at center. How comfortable do you feel back there?
I feel good. It's it's something new, a challenge, and it's always fun to get a different opportunity and help my career out.
Has Chris O'Dowd given you any advice?
Yeah, Chris and I talk a lot. We always have. We always have bounced ideas off each other just because we both have played the position and we both understand their offense real well. So, yeah, Chris and I work together a lot, and it's a good team together. And, we played next to each other for so long. We trust each other and know each other well.
You took a lot of snaps with Matt back in the spring. Do you feel like you're kind of picking up where you left off?
Yeah, I took a lot of snaps with Matt in the fall camp as well. And it's just it is what it is, and it's good to get a feel for it, and it's always good to put multiple positions on tape.
How has Butch been in the transition from tackle to guard?
Well, Butch has been awesome. I mean, I've been very pleased with him. Butch has been kind of a little bit of a journeyman. He's played some tackle and he's played some guard, and I've just been very proud of the fact that he's been willing to fight. Even though he's a second-team guy, he always acted like a first-teamer. He always worked like a first-teamer, and I think this is the hardest thing to teach players is, hey, if you're a second-teamer, don't act like you're a second-teamer. Act like you're going to be the first-teamer, and you'll get your opportunities, and that's what Butch did.
Do you feel like your versatility is going to help you when draft time rolls around?
I don't know. I hope it does. But, you can't play for that. You just got to play for the team, and the team asked me to move to center, and that's what I did, and I'm taking full advantage of it, having a blast, and it's a great time.
Do you ever wish that you could just play at one position?
Never. It's playing multiple positions. It's fun. You get to understand the game better. Being an old guy like myself, I really, like the intricacies of the game, and it's interesting to play a different position. It's fun. It's challenging.
Do you feel like it makes you a better player?
Of course it does, because if you understand big concept, it makes everything easy.
A lot of guys in the line play all different kinds of positions. How does that strengthen the line?
Well, it gives us a lot of versatility, and this is really important because as you get injuries and you get people that get nicked up during games, if I've got a guy that's been a right tackle who's played a little guard, or I've got a right guard that's played left guard, it kind of it makes a real comfortable transition because they've done it before, they know how to do it, and they can go in and just do it without any problems, or we're not out of sync when we do it. So the worst thing is to put somebody in a game who hasn't really played that position, and I've been in that situation before, and he's immediately uncomfortable with what he's doing, and that's not a good situation.
How do you keep the guys on the sideline mentally in the games?
That's hard. That's hard because everybody wants to play. And so guys can get down naturally. They can get down a little bit. But, I tell them this is, hey, it's about playing every day at practice as hard as you can play. It's about earning the respect of your teammates. Because if you earn the respect of your teammates and you play hard every day in practice, when you get your opportunity, they're glad to see you in the huddle. If you are a guy who sulks or, gets down easy, when you get in that huddle, they're not sure they want you in it, because they're seeing the same things everybody else is seeing. So it's really hard on those guys because they all want to play, but they all got to keep their heads up and they all got to fight to show why they should be in there.
You guys have Oregon this weekend. They're known for rushing the quarterback. How is that going to affect you?
It doesn't affect what we have to do. We still have to do what we do every week. It's be physical in the run game and protect the quarterback in the pass game, and you do that by practicing good Monday through Friday, and so far we've been doing well.
We're going to have to, they do a lot of pressure stuff, and so we're going to have to make sure that we're really on top of our game and not let them get to our quarterback. We've done a pretty good job so far. We're not giving guys a lot of opportunities to get to the quarterback, and we're going to continue that. So, Oregon, they've got a nice scheme of stuff, so we have to be ready.
Any predictions on the game?
It's going to be a good game. They're real good, so it should be exciting and crazy. It's Halloween night.
Standing up for Michelle Phalen, I'm Emily Nerland.
Check out uscfootball.com for more.